Jai Sai Ram
जय श्री राम
Babaji.
बाबा जी।
तो give me just 2 minutes, बच्चे। हाँ, 2 minutes। सही में पुत्र कुछ ले जा साहब। Very good. Jai Shri Ram, everyone. Very sorry, but we have an event today. We had yesterday a prayer session. Now we had an event today, and it's a huge part to go on. We went to bed late and we're up early, and we'll have a quick session Putra today, and then we'll have, because I have to go back. There's a preparation for over 2,000 or 3,000 people. Preparation would be there. That is I had to hold because some stuff to be brought from warehouse and a lot of things to be done there. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri. The two things, Putra. We just started a discussion and I was thinking of this and it starts. And before we go to what discussion we were discussing here, Putri, I want to understand from all, any one of you would like to put a light on the journey you have started. Any light on your journey? where do you think when you started the journey and where do you think you are with the journey? Is there any change with the journey or there's no change with the journey? You think where you were, you are still the same, or there's some changes? So, okay, let's do this. We'll start with Anita. I'm not seeing Senthil, so we'll start with Anita. So whatever you think, whatever you feel, please share. Okay, Meera Bachcha, you keep typing, then I will request Raghu to start with that.
So, Jai Saram everyone, Babaji. Uh, when I started my journey, initially I was not disciplined. I used to worry for small things also. But when I started journey and started connecting to the God, morning meditation, getting up early, uh, doing Harati, I became like calm, inner self, stopped worrying for anything, always like left it on Baba, and things started happening by its own. So many miracles happened in my life. In work also, when I started working on new technology, I don't have any training. It's kind of a self-learning. Every day before I get up, I used to worry about whether I'm able to do the work, whether I'm able to complete my coding or not. But out of blue, like I don't know when I'll get the clues. By end of the day, I was able to do it without going through any documentation, without going through any training at all. So it's completely Baba making us to work, making us to things happen.
Thanks, Raja. Thanks. We have your better half on the side if she's willing to put some light on her journey.
जय श्री राम बाबा जी।
That's number
जब आप और माँ आने से पहले मेरा क्या था कि मैं अपने आप को है ना आई यूज्ड टू मैंने थॉट प्रोसेस अलग था। आई यूज्ड टू एक्सपेक्ट थोड़ा एक्सपेक्टेशन था कि मैं जब है ना किसी को प्यार दे रही हूँ तो मुझे ऑपोजिट पर्सन से क्यों नहीं आ रहा है। थोड़ा बहुत हर एक रिलेशन में थोड़ा बहुत ये रहता था। जब से आप और माँ लाइफ में आए हो धीरे 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 पता चला प्यार का मतलब क्या होता है। प्यार ही बाबा है। और वी शुड बी ए गिवर। अभी क्या होता है दूसरों से कुछ एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं रहता है। सिर्फ एक ही रहता है कि है ना आप जैसे कहते हो कि विद डिवाइन क्वालिटीज उस क्वालिटीज को अपने अंदर फील करो एंड यू बी ए गिवर ऑफ लव एंड पीस टू एवरीवन। सो तब से क्या हुआ है हर एक रिलेशन में जहां जाते हैं वो झलकता है। मैंने घर में भी इतनी हार्मोनी बनी है। मेरे और रघु में पहले इतना रहता था अंडरस्टैंडिंग लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत लिटिल बिट क्योंकि थॉट प्रोसेस अलग रहते तो थोड़ा बहुत ये रहता था। लेकिन अभी क्या है कि हम दोनों दूसरे को भी हमारा ही नहीं अभी भी मैं क्या दूसरे को भी है ना उनके शूज में रख कर देख कर तो हर एक रिलेशन में हार्मोनी बन रहा है। जहां जाते हैं मैंने तो पहले जो थॉट प्रोसेस था अभी धीरे 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 अभी भी स्टिल बहुत जर्नी है लेकिन धीरे 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 है ना समझता है कि है ना कुछ अभी ऋषिका भी है। पहले कुछ भी है ना मम्मी ऐसे कहकर कुछ बोल देती तो मुझे बुरा लगता था लेकिन अभी क्या होता है उसके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सोचने में उसने क्या बोला नहीं है उसके तरफ रखकर सोचने में लगने से उसके उसके वे से भी समझ में आता है। तो क्या होता है कि मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग या कुछ भी नहीं रह रहा है बाबा जी। तो वो जर्नी में धीरे 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 चेंज आ रहा है कि इनर काम माने काम होते जाता है इंस्टेड ऑफ रिएक्ट इनसाइड काम हो रहा है बाबा जी।
Super, super. Thank you, Vatsal, thank you. I think Anita is still typing, which is fine. Anybody else to share anything? Hmm? No? So we have something from Anita to start, Raja. She says, when I started my journey with Baba, I didn't know what I was getting into. I learned a lot of life lessons. I have a very big challenge in my life. I used to question my why me. Now, in this path, I learned to accept things. I leave things in his feet and move on. I see that Baba is taking care of my things I worry about. He resolves it as I keep seeing him in my life. My trust in him has grown to a great extent. Now, if any thought occurs, I right away wash it out saying, Baba will take care. Now, my dad is going through cancer treatment. I left it to Baba. I don't worry as such. Thank you, Mirabai. Thanks. Thank you. I don't know, Putul, till what extent did it answer your question? Not sure. But if you happen to discuss like what does you guys feel in yourself as you started your journey? What is the change you feel in yourself?
जैसे रियलाइजेशन जैसे पहले तो था ना जैसे नहीं हुआ मेरे कुछ नहीं लेकिन अब ये रियलाइज होता है कि नहीं हुआ तो ये अगर मेरे हिसाब से नहीं हुआ तो उसके हिसाब से हुआ। ये रियलाइजेशन काफी बार ये मुझे मतलब काफी चीज है मेरे में कि अगर बार बार वो रियलाइजेशन देखिए सब कुछ doesn't matter. Okay. In the end, it does not matter. कुछ भी material हो, in the end, it does not matter. एक incident. तो यहाँ का मुझे बड़ा सा लगता है कि सारा जो क्या प्रोग्रेस हो रही है बट आई सी जैसे आप बोलते थे ना वो उसको बर्तन में वो पानी लेने जा रहा है वो आ नहीं रहा है बट एटलीस्ट मेरे से भी ये लगता है कि ओके एटलीस्ट कुछ तो हो रहा है क्योंकि एग्जाम्पल मैं एटलीस्ट अरे अच्छी को भी देता हूँ अगर तुम परफ्यूम दुकान में जाते हो तुम खरीदते कुछ नहीं हो तुम भी जब बाहर निकलोगे यू विल आल्सो स्मेल लाइक परफ्यूम यही मैं उनको बोलता हूँ कि तुम जाते हो कहीं पर even if you feel you're not getting anything you didn't buy anything but you are actually so संगति का बहुत असर है वो तुमको धीरे धीरे उधर ले पहले मेरे को था कि हाँ मोक्ष मिले लेकिन वो भी नहीं क्योंकि वो भी लगता कि इच्छा है अगर उनकी मर्जी होगी होगी तो एटलीस्ट उस रास्ते पे हूँ बस इतना करना कि उस रास्ते पे
You know,
जितना मैं ये कि मन में खुशी मिल रही है मैं लाके नहीं जस्ट वी वांट टू गिव अप
Putra, I don't know if you guys both can hear, all of you not, but so first coming up is that during journey, one thing has come up is that realization and acceptance happening or not happening. Happening, great, not happening, much greater. Much because he must be looking at different aspects. Patience, plus also trying to see things from a different angle and being able to guide children that even if you enter a shop of a perfume and if you're not able to buy a perfume, but once you come out, you still have that in surrounding you people feel out of you because the company makes that better for you. The other come up said that I feel like giving is better than taking. As much as to give gives me happiness and peace, is what comes out from there. And Raja, if any one of you have anything to share, please, more than happy to it. And then we'll go to the next person. Now, before you explain anything or say anything, now the question coming to you and coming out of everything, it's very simple. Simplicity is a person, whatever the thought process of the person is, I'm not sure about. We ourselves are a better judge of our situations and are a better person to know ourselves. In the whole segment, if you feel, or let me put it this way, do you feel that during last some time, has there been a change in your behavior? Yes or no?
There is change, but it's not permanent. It's not a part of my nature.
But okay, so you feel there's a change, but it is not a regular part of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other change in it? And your change in nature is not regular part, is a change in your thought process.
But again, it's also with my to me, and this is I feel like it's I don't know. I'm just really I feel like really forget about others. I'm very judgmental and expecting perfection from myself. So if I understand something, I know something. To me, it's like, okay, why am I still getting upset or getting whatever my reaction might be? So I want perfection. I want that. I already know this. Why am I not able to already not know properly or whatever the case is, right? So that's where, to me, it's like, okay, if it's not perfect, then it's not good.
Here's good thing. So as you know, one thing was talked about and discussed this many times we have done is that filling up of water in a basket and to take, which is not going to fill, just going to cleanse. So now I sometimes this is what is coming out is that your change is not permanent. It is there, but not permanent. Now, when you talk about permanency, are you living the same lifestyle and thought process regularly or not? Just thought, keep it with you. Realization is not something which you can have a scoop now and next bite you can have something that you can't. Consistency, constant, focused, and having alert inside you is important every time. If you are not consistent, constant, and focused regularly, obviously you will have gaps. If you have calmed down from before, right? So your calmness is a change. Now talking about the talking about sadhana sessions, our morning sadhana sessions, right? The morning sadhana sessions, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to do? The moment we complete our arati, we have risen our thought process in involving ourselves with the energy which is rotating. We may understand, we may not understand, but we feel there's energy rotating in that moment of arati because that mood is more, whole mood is that. So the moment from that mode you go down to sadhana and sit, you're already calmed down. You're already into that fit. Now, when you go into this and when you start your sadhana, how much deep can you go will depend that 45 minutes of arati, how much time your thoughts works in that. If you want to bifurcate this, we can bifurcate that. So arati, you start, the moment you start arati, the curtain starts to rise up. The moment curtain starts to rise up in arati, you start getting goosebumps, Baba's waking up. You start getting booms of lights are going to be on, darshanas. The moment everything gets folded, move on, Baba's bed come up, let's go inside, we'll all get ready, initial time, and then after the Bhupali, the Aarti starts, so and now you start getting into that mode. And the moment you get more into that, by the time you end the Aarti and go to sit, you are settled. Now the moment you cross Stop. At first beat it is done. Let's get to phase two of this now. Now, what's the phase two of this? The phase two of that is your chanting volume will automatically get merged within you. You will no be external anymore. As you start getting into this, you'll slowly start losing your voice externally, not internally. And you will know that you're getting tighter and playing and hold it up. Now you feel that you can't open your eyes anymore. You can't, your head is like waves front running into yourself. Your body doesn't exist in that moment. And once you're pushed to come out back, and now you come out for, we have a satsang discussion, now you're already in that settled mode to come out. This itself answers all the questions. Complete. Consistency, constant, and focused. But should not get carried away with, never get carried away in comparison with anybody, with nobody. We all are individuals. We all have a different relationship with God. Or our own part is very different. What you could do in certain times, she may not do. He may not do, I may not do. Anybody would not do. But the moment the breaks are coming, that is telling, that means in those moments, I'm not able to carry it. I'm free. I'm focused. I'm enjoying something. I don't want to be bothered of that. There could be so many things. Sitting for sadhana, as in today's part, mere bacha, what kind of a discipline do we follow? That is where the role of basket comes in. And depending how many time efforts you have done to take the coal out to wash and move on. 5 times, 10 times, 15, 20, 25, we don't know. But constantly and consistently, we're doing this. So at least we are getting the cleanup part happening. Because we are not somebody who gets up in the morning, does this daily shows, and now sits, gone for hours. Every day morning, one routine. Are we doing that? No, we're not doing that. Are we taking a week, or 10 days, or 2 weeks, or 2 months, taking away from everything? I'm going to only sit and do that every day morning. We're not doing that. Are we falling into this thing of, 2 hours morning or 1 hour morning, 1 hour evening, half an hour morning? No, we're not doing that. What we are trying to do is, we are trying to take shower every day. We are trying to stay clean and calm every day. We are starting to realize that every morning shower, what is coming to us is giving us a realization, oh, I need to, take it out, move this away from me. So that daily showering of your thoughts cleansing is the process. Anything in the process, till it is in the processing period of time, it will take time to get a dish towards move it on. Now, when you come to a stage, you say, you know what, I don't need any of this now. I've got done. Now it is just one to do. We cannot put that. If we see, our body has different ways of reacting to things. Our brain is always super active. Doesn't matter body is able to do it or not, your brain doesn't stop. Your brain will keep still pondering it on, still running. So alignment of brain and body also sometimes doesn't match us. Though your physical body doesn't allow you to do things, but your brain is like super active. To absorb, constantly and consistently keep on, you will find that you are slowly, gradually don't have to do anything heating up. You're already melting it. If you want to make a judgment of yourself, where I was 2 years back, where I was 1 year back, Where am I today? Am I getting anywhere? Nowhere? Then what are you trying to do? You're trying to just put yourself in a situation of thought to become negative. You're asking for yourself to be negative now. But because now you want to judge yourself, as you said, to perfection, it's not going to happen because you will come up with things, oh, this is happening, this is not happening, this happened, this doesn't happen. Do we go in the same flow 24 hours? No, we don't. The day we start flowing in the same flow 24 hours, you will start to realize that your mind is always feeling the presence. You're always able to see the presence. You're always able to connect, and automatically you become a wiser, and wiser. That as you become more wiser, you will realize that whatever is coming, you know how you said so many times that now you're able, when you talk, do things, how many of you doing wonderful things to connect. It's just anybody else, right? Your thoughts are becoming more connecting and wiser at that moment for whatever is happening. The day you start to feel that your conversations are taking a mode of being wise, word of wisdoms. Some people may call it, they call it philosophical. This is what I'm learning. I don't know what people mean by philosophical. But to able to be flowing in the same manner is key. One bucket will sustain you for some time. Either you may need an evening shower again, or you may not need any shower again. I'm okay. Depends on what kind of a situation we build with ourselves. When you want to be a judgment of knowing where do I stand, just look back yourself and see what have I left till now? What I've allowed to go away from me? What all I used to hold before and now I'm not holding it? And what am I holding now? Used to hold it before or not? Like the small things. Those tweaks, when you start to adjust, you start to getting frequency now. You know, when you look for a certain radio station, what do you need to do? You need to move towards that frequency. Now, that frequency is that particular 88.9. It's not 8. It is not 89. It is 88.9. Back those days, the frequency wasn't easily caught. It used to have a certain direction of antenna to move in that direction, be able to catch that because maybe it's coming from south or it's coming from east. Don't know. It had to move so that the frequency could catch. Now it's a modern world. It's in the air. You only need to tweak yourself to that and you get it. To reach that level, it is just a walkthrough with it. Don't expect much anything. If you're dedicated to have higher results, it needs higher time. If you're able to say, I'm able to float every day, I'm enjoying my journey every day, I feel I'm little changed every day, I feel I'm little better every day, you're still on the right direction. It's only you're not on a ship, you're on a boat. You're not loaded with things, but you are on your own with little paddling. You want to cross the ocean, but you only have a little boat to, or yacht, what you call it. It'll take that much of time only. Depends if you're that particular time when you're spending with Bhagavan in any form, how deep is that? How connected is that? How much depth have you found in connecting with him? People have been doing sadhanas for ages. Let's put it one more thing here. Sorry. Yes. Sorry, Raja. Sorry. Nalini did not give me proper tea, so I'm going to take it here. And Anita totally forgot. No more vadas being prepared, nothing happening. It is. I'll tell you this, mere bachche. I'll give you a good example. Whoever put that question to you, and this is very wonderful for all of us. There are so many people in today's time around the world who are at super stages of wherever they are. And sadhana, and talking, and sharing, and caring, and explaining everything. We don't stand nowhere. They are much higher, much supreme. Right? How many of them have really met God? Have you heard about anybody who said, hey, hi, how are you? Oh, Sai Baba, hey man, I have been meditating on you for so long. Hello, let's have a cup of tea. Give me a hug. It's a feel of energy. It's being washed with thoughts toward wisdom. When you talk to people today, they all the supremos, whoever are able to do satsang, it is because that realization has their sadhana, their tapasya, their meditative state of mind has blessed them to be able to have it's called Vag Siddhi, to go on when divine blesses you to flow the word. The divine intervention has made you won't even realize it's happening with you. The day you meet Bhagavan one-to-one, you're done for life. There's no more left anything for you. It is only an upgradation of level of class, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6. Now, people will say, how do I judge and know what level I am? You don't need to judge where you are. Your wisdom will tell you where you are. Your thoughts will tell you where you are. Your care will tell you where you are. How you look at things will tell you where you are. How were you? You know how Nalini said sometime back, and even Anita wrote sometime back. All of you said that back. It's just like flow. It's just a flow. Enjoy that. If you have time, spend your time. Remember, I told you don't go for a week. That's it. Could we really do it? Process it full time? Could we spend that time dedicatedly? No. They were ups and down on that. When you're wanting to have something, like I wanted to have a cup of tea, the moment I like, what's the right away thing? Let's make it hotter. Putri, I don't want to, because I never say I'm the perfect person. I don't say I'm the right person. I always feel there are so many flaws in me. But every single day and second and minutes, whenever that uh, connectivity, thoughts, love, care, being surrounded by all of you, maybe you are testing me. I don't know. Maybe divine has put you to put this question for multiple reasons. Maybe he's taken over you. How do I know? Maybe you just want to be invisible to stay connected. I don't know. Sorry, mera bacha, I have to take this call. Sorry. Sorry, mera bachcha. Sorry to all of you. I had to take because we are the milk and a lot of stuff has to come. But I was sharing with you that when I see that I am so much with flaws, I'm so much with things, and you keep guiding me, you keep supporting that thought process to be better and better and better. You keep giving opportunities of being able to stay connected in some way or the other. You keep testing hard to make sure things are happening. This is just my thought. I will just say this. Can you anytime, anyone can judge what is the love of your mother towards you? What is the depth of that? Can anybody tell me how much their mother or father loves them? What is the depth of their love? How much your friends love you? How do you measure that over the period of time? Is there any measuring tool on that? How much does your teacher is able to support? Can you judge that? The things will become opposite many. But let's look at from the other angle now. When I meet my mother, when I meet my father, how I feel. When I meet my teacher, how I feel. How much my thoughts get away, how much I feel connected. Why do I feel like, let me put it this way, why do you feel that, oh, you see your teacher, you right away run to touch his feet? Why? What is there tells you that to that? There's something inside you, which is, I will not say in any sense is out of respect, just respect. Let's not give any shape and numbers. What's that? Simple. Don't judge yourself. Don't. Because we are the worst judge of ourselves. Worst. Because the moment we start judging ourselves, our ego will come pondering up. And that is where we always say this part, that you take over to make this dust, crush it in a manner that there is not even a single particle left to be identified. Why? If a mud has become supple, softer, it'll become easy like a clay. If a mud has become like a clay, it'll be easy for you to give any shape. Till the time I have any strings, if you notice, when a person dies, what is the first thing people do? All the knots are cut open, released. No more knots. Body has to go with no knots. If you carry knots within you of anything, that is the hurdle steps for you. A person who's trying to ask you where you are, either is too smart to put that question to you, or is trying to make you feel otherwise. He's thinking he's supremo. Caliber of a question asking is not that. I don't need to ask you questions because the moment I hear all of you, I get that your voice tells everything. Your chanting tells everything. Everything. It explains itself. I'll give you example. No need to be here. So last week you had to leave at what time? Last Sunday, you have to leave at what time?
It's like 11.
What time you left? Why? Why? Okay. I told you I need your help. But what made you stop to give away where you were going?
This was
But there was something more also. Your love and care. It was just important. You felt that I have to, for his work, I'm there to be part. That taught you to overlook everything else. That is where in day-to-day life, you have to overlook everything. Just push it away. Be in that moment. That is what it is. The day and time you decide to push everything away, you will enjoy everything. And no matter how much pain. I've been walking for last few days, and I very well know I cannot walk that much. I'm walking. My foot got swollen. It got tighter. He did everything. So my only earnest and humble request to all of you is what? Don't try to judge yourself who you are. And if anybody wants to judge you, let them judge. You don't get into the trap of being judged and not judged. Keep your love, faith, care consistent and constant. It started drizzling, mera bacha. I'll have to maybe quickly move on. Huh? Otherwise, it will go in the laptop. So before I go, mere bach, let's put it this very humble. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Sachidanand Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki. Thank you, mere bachche. Thanks.